Hello Aries, and welcome to your monthly forecast for August 2020. Sun, Moon and Rising in Aries, you fiery sign you. Okay, so please note that my readings are for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Energies are non-gender specific. We talk about masculine or feminine energies as opposed to gender. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind in that respect. I do take jumpers out of the pack, so if you get a bit bored watching me shuffle, just fast forward. Okay, and if you do like what you see, if this does resonate, it means that we are in a synchronicity of some sort, a sync, a tune in together. So please like, subscribe, comment and share. So for 20 seconds before we begin, just to tune in with my energy. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on for you in August 2020. We'll start off with Sacred Destiny for general overall energy for the month of your collective sign. What do we have for Aries for their highest good, please, for the month of August 2020? Just one card, please. Just one card, please. Thank you. Abundance. Ooh, lovely. So this is financial abundance, fertility, this is health, abundance, this is abundance in all aspects. It is also that which you need to be focusing on as well. Finding your own abundance. Manifesting your own abundance. I'll lay all the cards out before we talk in detail. What does Meology have for Aries, please, for the month of August 2020? Aries 2020, August 2020. Thank you. Nothing will come of the situation, void of course, Moon. And I said finding your own abundance. Okay, well, leave the Oracle card for the end. Let's see how this is playing out with the Good Tarot. This is by Colin Baron Reid. And I do, I don't read reversals, and on this particular deck, you're not supposed to anyway. Let's see what we have for Aries August 2020, please, for Aries. 3 cards, please. Thank you. 1. Take that 2. And 1 more, please. Or 2 more if you feel fit. 2. There we go. So, the first card we have here is Call. Traditionally, this would be the Judgment card. So this speaks of, this is a Mage Arcana. This speaks of judgment. This speaks of resurrection. This speaks of seeing things for how they truly is. This is almost a tipping of a cycle, seeing things clearly for what they truly are. It could also be very much a gift from spirit. Then we have the Star, which is also a Major Arcana. It speaks of healing. It speaks of faith. It speaks of hope. It also sometimes speaks of being in the limelight because you're a star. But ultimately what's with this card is about having that hope and that trust, sense of trust. Then we have the 2 of Earth. We've got a juggling act going on. Okay. Perhaps just managing to handle your finances, juggle your finances. Perhaps you don't really have much room to be juggling anymore. So working pretty hard in the physical aspect. Then we've got the 6 of Fire. So the 6 of Fire refers to the 6 of Wands. And this is, Let me just I want to get the Colin Baron Reid version of this just to make sure, because this deck is slightly different and I want to make sure I read this well. Stepping up into the limelight, yeah. Okay. So this is being recognized. So where I was saying limelight and being in the star, this is being recognized for your efforts. This is that people cheering you on. Let's see how this pans out here. Nothing will come of this situation. So I want to see how that refers to the reading. So let's go to the call card. Can we clarify the call, please? Can we clarify the call? Thank you. The Queen of Cups. Okay. Hangman. Five of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Right. So the judgment call that's coming in for you, which would be a gift from Spirit, right, is to do with something that has been, there could be another feminine energy involved. And if this is feminine energy, we're talking about a sort of a motherly figure, a nurturing figure, a best friend, a good listener, good supporter, emotionally sound. And you've been hanging on. It's like where there has been a sense of feeling left out in the cold. You've been waiting, you've been suspending, you've been anticipating, basically, pardon the pun, but where the cards are going to fall, because there's been an element of the Five of Pentacles. Now, this obviously could refer to financial restrictions and feeling a bit left out in the cold, but this talks about lack mindset or lack in the physical sense, okay? So where you've been holding on a bit, you've been sort of trying to see things from different angles with the Hanging Man here, and this could be your energy or this could be somebody else around you that's affecting this energy, but you've been trying to weigh up how things are looking for you, and because it has been a bit tough, you've been feeling a little bit isolated, you've been feeling a little bit neglected, you've been feeling a little, yeah, like just not important to other people or not important to somebody, okay? But because we've got two pentacles over here, we've got pentacles down over there, which is the earth, where you've been feeling a lack, you've got some good news coming in that is emotionally, which is giving you a brand new start, okay? So, but this brand new start is something that you're very passionate about, very excited about. It could be work orientated, but ultimately what that's doing is it's a new fire in your belly, and it's as if news in a physical aspect, so news either with regarding money coming in, a message coming in to do with money or financial or property or anything in the physical aspect, is allowing you to spark this new creation, this new idea, okay? With regards to spirituality, if you're very resonant with spirituality, the call is coming in because you've allowed yourself the chance to really surrender. I feel like you've been surrendering to what is, to really ascertain where you've had an element or mindset of lack. Now, interestingly, that's why they're calling on for this abundance. Create your own abundance, because you've been feeling in a space of either there's just not enough, okay? There's not enough love. There's not enough support. There's not enough money. There's not enough this. There's not enough that. But judgment, Spirit is coming in and saying, I know you've been feeling that way, and I know it's been tough, and I know it's been taking you quite a long time because you've been in the hangman state, which is quite a long period of time. We say long period, it depends on how that long period pertains to you, but I'm feeling, a few months. And where you've been feeling that lack and that lack of abundance, you get a great message coming in that's going to ignite this new idea that you have brewing up inside of you. Okay? The Star. Why is the Star here, please? Why is the Star here, please? What you wish for is an ultimate abundance. This is the abundance card. So we've got the two. So you are really at that stage, in this Hangman stage over here, you are really forgetting about normal duties and responsibilities. Your focus, beginning of August, is really on abundance. Where can I have my happy home? How can I be happily, joyfully fulfilled? Where is that? Is that with anybody? Is that with myself? How can I feel healthy, secure, loved, appreciated, give and take, harmonious? You have that deep hope, and why the Star card is here saying, trust in that, keep having faith in that abundance that you're looking for, that emotional happiness. And then we've got the Four of Swords, which is a healing card, or recovery, recuperation, and then the Knight of Swords. Okay. So there is definitely some healing that needs to be done with regards to this. It's like ownership of your own abundance. There is communications flying backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, which can make you feel a little bit chaotic and maybe force you into a situation where you need to say, you know what, now I need to lie down. Now I need to give myself the time to rest and recuperate, because your focus has been on your abundance over here with the Ten of Cups. And the Star card here talks about faith and hope and healing, which obviously, so I would say the healing and the hope mean very, very strong cards here. But I feel like there's some communication that it goes a little bit astray, a bit confusing, a bit chaotic, a bit backwards and forwards, and also perhaps could turn into misunderstandings. Okay. But there's definitely also an opportunity here to rest, to give yourself a break. And this isn't a vacation, this isn't a holiday. This is a time to just stop. It's like you've spent all your time being in this Hangman stage of like trying to analyze, trying to figure out things from a different point of view, different perspective with regards to where you're feeling neglected, lack, not fulfilled, right? That's a very analytical point of view. And then with the Star and the healing card with the Ten of Cups, you start to recognize, okay, what it is actually, because all of a sudden you've ignited a new concept, a new idea that's really getting you really, really excited. But before you can really begin that, you still need to purge. You need to heal from this. Okay, you can't. It's never a flick of a switch. Say, for example, you can only earn enough that just like financially, that only makes ends meet, right? And you've been doing it for so long, having to juggle finances for so long, just to kind of get through the month. This is an example. And then as soon as you get a new opportunity and money does come in, it's not like you can suddenly switch flick a switch and all of a sudden you're like in a positive abundance state of mind. You still have the patterns, the habitual patterns of how you addressed your previous mindset. So it doesn't happen all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm an abundant mindset. What you need to really do is you need to do a bit of healing from that, how you were feeling, how the things around you or the internal aspects of yourself that were, or the people in your life that were making you feel not enough, okay, in the state of lack, not enough. And it only comes through healing that and really addressing it and really coming to terms and accepting it, that you can be in that positive, hopeful mindset, So that's why the healing is coming in. Because while you've got wonderful, exciting prospects up ahead, and you know this is like you want to jump up and down for this. This is freaking exciting, right? You can't just like jump ahead. You've got to heal a wound first. You've got to heal that old way of thinking or old way of feeling before you can really optimize on that. So let's go to the Two of Earth and see what's going on there. Why is the Two of Earth there, please? Oh, hello. Look what jumped out. 10 of Pentacles. Right. So the 10 of Pentacles is pretty much the opposite of that. 10 of Pentacles talks about long-term wealth and stability and security of a financial aspect or property. 5 of Pentacles talks about, you know, basically being broke and feeling left out. This talks about long-term security, let's call it that, right? And so this could be of a monetary matter. This could be, you know, a lump sum of money or inheritance coming in. But ultimately, this stands for feeling solid on the long term, okay? Let's go here. We've got Page of Cups, so good news that makes you feel emotionally excited. The Devil. Okay, so we've got some addictive behaviors in terms of what I was talking about. You still feel a little bit chained by this lack mindset or not enough mindset. Okay, so remember I said you can't just suddenly go from being in a lack mindset to an abundant mindset. It's a stage. You've got to really ascertain why you had the lack mindset, what contributed to that, to be able to feel abundant and absolutely fulfilled as a 10 of Cups. So this Devil energy here could be this aspect of where you might feel still like you're getting tripped up with your old belief systems. Okay, this also could be perhaps a little bit of overindulgence in terms of now that you've got some good news that's coming in, you know, and maybe you've got something that has that like long-term stability associated to you that you can handle. There's a sort of a tendency to go the other way. So where you say, for example, a child doesn't get any sweeties, right? Sorry, it's a terrible analogy, but I'll use it anyway. Child never gets a sweetie, or maybe they get a sweetie only on their birthday and at Christmas. And all of a sudden, the child finds £5 notes somewhere, and the child secretly goes and buys as many sweeties and chocolates as they can, and then engulfs all of them, because where they had felt lack before, they're overcompensating now into an overindulgence. Okay, but then we've got this 3 of Pentacles here of working together or going back on something to tweak it. So what I'm really feeling here is that starting off the month, especially with the full moon on the 3rd of August in Aquarius, and that mindset, you know, the mindset, mental body of this area of lack, there comes a point where you need to spend a bit of time healing, and then you get bits of a trip up, especially when things suddenly turn the opposite direction. Bit of a trip up where your old patterns are returning, and you have to go back on them and retweak them, re-look at the situation. Okay. It could also be whereby it's like now you've got the go-ahead to embrace this new beginning. You've got the go-ahead and you're all like all fires, all guns blazing. Everything is like, yes, I'm working out because I've got the core card, I got the star card. Everything's my favor. Yes, let's make this happen. And then the tendency to let your ego run wild with it, right? So anyone who was perhaps unjust to you in the past, whereby in the past you might have just taken it because you felt wounded or self-worth issues. Now you're like, well, you know, check me out now. I'm pretty sorted and you aren't. It's that sort of tit for tat vibe, okay? Avoid the tit for tat. So it's about working back on something. It's about finding the real. Ultimately, it's about finding the real balance. And then we've got this 6 of Fire Let's see what's happening with the Six of Fire. Thank you. The Emperor. So long-term strategic. This would be the divine masculine. Okay, what else do we have, please? And again, the Two of Earth. Same card as this one. So double confirmation here. Two of Earth is Pentacles. Okay, so what we're talking about here is when you come, so you get this great news that comes in, and you've got the spiritual healing that's coming in as well. And then you're trying, it's almost like you're a little bit on a slippery slope, because you get some good news that's coming in that makes you feel like, oh, yay, especially on the long term. But then you're on the slippery slope of like, do you go overindulgence on that because you're trying to make up for lost times, firstly? Or are you slipping back into the old mindset that wasn't serving you, even though you're on a better stage now? And then you go back to the drawing board and you kind of go, okay, right, I still need to balance the situation. I need to find balance in my life. I need to balance what's right for me as well as what's right with somebody else. Okay, and then with the Six of Fire, with this rewards, being cheered on, being recognized for your efforts, you know, your reputation, I feel you start to find a bit more balance in terms of how to strategically move forward, and more so with the head than with the heart. Okay, it's about following forward. It's about planning, victorious, calculative, but in a positive way, you know. The Emperor is king of all the kings. He knows exactly what's happening, where it's happening, how it's happening. And you're stepping into that energy. But you're able to maintain your balance, whereby the balance over here, you know, balancing and the juggling act between wealth and overindulgence. Here, you've got the balancing act, strategically balancing things out, because people are watching you now. Okay. I also feel, so this is definitely a new, positive, exciting beginning that is affecting your whole lifestyle, really, because this new exciting project or idea that you have, it's like it ticks all the boxes, because if it makes you feel fulfilled inside in your emotional body, you have less of a lack of mindset, and then you feel rejuvenated, you feel healthy, you feel all these sorts of things, right? But so it's definitely like your inner spirit, you know. And we've got all the signs over here, but if it was something else that you needed healing on, apart from, I'm just sensing that there might be someone who's not in your favor. So the devil could also refer to a broken promise, you know, something where someone is promising you the world, long term, whatever, but it's not honest, and therefore you might need to go back to the details yourself. Okay, because we've got this, nothing will come of the situation, and it's not with referring to your healing here, absolutely not, because healing is always a positive thing. It's not the judgment here of this new beginning and the switching from different mindsets. I feel like it's this balancing act. So what I'm going to do, which I don't normally do, I'm going to clarify this card here. Just get some more information. Void of course. Why is this card here, please? It's too many. Why is this card here, please? For Aries. Why is nothing will come of the situation? Thank you. Two of Cups. Seven of Cups. Queen of Swords. Yeah. As I thought. Even though there's no strictly anyone really else here. I mean, the Queen of Cups can refer to somebody else, but I was definitely, you know, fuck more of your energy than anything else. We've got with the Devil here and the Emperor. I don't know why, but I feel like there's something that's not to be trusted there. Got the Two of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Swords over this card of nothing will come of the situation. So the reason I'm saying all this is because there seems to be, it seems to be between two people, let's call it a relationship. So it could be any sort of relationship with a family member, a work colleague, a friend, or a romantic partner. And there's these ideas being discussed and talked about this new beginning. I don't think anything is coming from it, because I feel like it's really hidden with this energy over here and this Emperor. So this is not for everybody, but for some of you, this is where you need to have a good look in the mirror and find out what is important for you. This with the Star and this healing card here of your Ten of Cups. What is your Ten of Cups for you? Not for anybody else, for you. What makes you, what is firing you up, okay? Because I feel like ideas are being floated backwards and forwards in this connection that you have, and it might be that you're on the same page, but because we've got Seven of Cups, we've got so many, it's all a bit airy-fairy. Nothing is really set in stone. And it's like, even though you've got this offer coming in for the set in stone, the Devil's here. So I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And then with the Queen of Swords card over here, this is about speaking your truth and being honest and being blunt and laying down your boundaries, being in alignment with your true self, knowing your worth and speaking your mind regardless of the consequence, you know. And I feel like it's like one person is actually being completely legitimate and completely genuine, and the other person is a bit more of this energy like, well, yeah, let's do that for a bit, you know. And I feel like that's where, well, obviously that's what clarified these cards over here. Nothing will come of the situation. So the abundance mindset is massively important. So where you felt left out in the cold and a bit left out, yes, it could be financial. But massively, I think it's in some sort of relationship for many of you. Obviously, this is a general reading. And so, because your hope, where your attention is really on the Star, this hope for this healing and this happy home, happy love, all these sorts of things, this new idea, this new prosperous idea, that's where your focus is on. But with regards to two people, juggling it between two people with the Two of Earth, I think you need to put yourself first. Have that abundance mindset and do it for yourself. Do it for yourself first. Because with the Devil here, it's forcing you to go back to the drawing board with this page and this two, moving on to the three. You kind of need to go back into the drawing board and be quite strategic in how you balance things forward. But I think with nothing will come of the situation is not necessarily this abundance or this new idea. That's very prosperous. I feel it's the nothing will come with this long-term offer that's been offered to you. In terms of if it's with somebody else, I feel like it's somebody else. All I would say is whatever is offered to you, if it's of a monetary level, contract level, double check the details. Ultimately, you will get the rewards. Ultimately, you will be recognized for your efforts, and you'll be stepping into the Emperor, which is a head over heart aspect. But it's a balancing act, right? So ultimately, you have to be true to yourself. True to yourself. Can we get an oracle card, please, for Aries? why is any helpful message for Aries for August 2020? So many is that two. I'll take it. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul tribes. Mintak and longing for home, belonging. The original white light workers. Okay. So, with the Great Gathering, it's all coming together. That's where call comes into action. Everything is. This feels quite chaotic because it is. It's like everything is being affected by this lack mindset, and that's where judgment is coming in. That's where all the clues are coming in. Right? You're getting clues, intuitive hits, left, right, and center. And that's where the healing needs to come in, because there are things that are being exposed to you that you, and it's not like somebody tells you anything, you come across something, you just start to intuitively understand something. And then the healing comes in to really kind of ascertain where you are being pulled, in what direction, and what sort of avenue, pathway, journey are you being pulled in, okay? And that's where it's all coming together. All these little things are coming together to prepare you for this new aspect, this new venture, and these rewards, you know, these being victory that's coming in. I mean, both Six of Fire and the Emperor talks about victory and triumph. And then we got Mintak and longing for home, belonging, the original light worker. So this also, obviously, for those of you who are very spiritual, this talks about being, you know, the original light workers, and you've come here to do light work with others, but chances are you have to go through usually very painful experiences to really understand the human experience in order to help lift humanity and with the ascension process. Those are for you who are really in tune spiritually. If that doesn't resonate with you, this is longing for home. This is talking about finding your happy ever after, right? Your abundance, your sense of abundance, knowing what that is. And that is what's really driving your force, driving the force this month of August. And it's almost like, because you're naturally propelled in that aspect of, what is my abundance? What do I understand my abundance to be? How can I create my abundance? What is abundance to me? That sort of thing, right? It's what it really is referring to is finding where you belong within yourself, and also potentially a new location. Or it could be, when they talk about here soul tribe and belonging, this could be different people in your sphere. Maybe you are hanging around with the wrong crowd, that sort of thing. But ultimately, the focus for August for you is, what is my abundance? Because when you identify that, you can start to really tune into that energy, and things will shift in that direction to show you what your abundance is. You are really craving a sense of fulfillment, a sense of longing, a sense of basically home. You're looking for home right now. You're looking for home with regards to how it feels. Makes you feel safe, makes you feel warm, makes you feel fruitful, makes you feel cared for, loved, nurtured. That's what you are. That's where your focus is in August. It's turning out to be quite a longer reading, but there we go. That's where your focus is. So anything, once you really have a look at that, which you will be doing anyway with the hanging man situation, and then the Ace of Wands coming across what it is that could represent that, there is some healing that's coming in with regards to maybe looking at areas of your past or your life that were not serving what you understand your abundance to be now, getting through it, understanding it, but ultimately knowing what your abundance is true to you, and if anything else around it is not supporting that, then it's about not scheming, but why do I hear scheming? But it's about planning strategically for that, your abundance. If something is not, if you base all your decisions on that which is going to get you closer to this goal, okay? Closer to your home. Base every single decision on that. And if you are a bit more healed, and if you manage to do some healing, maybe you will see where there is a bit of a negative vibe or an energy that is not serving your highest abundance, because that's where you're focused on. Ultimately, you come on top, okay? You really do. With the Emperor and the Six of Fire, you come out on top. But you have to have your eyes wide open, okay? So, Aries, that's all I have for you. I wish you the very best for August 2020. Now, if this did resonate, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next month. Take care. Much love and light. Bye.